Welcome to this edition of the El Segundo City Council Recap. I'm your host, Bill Thomas. Let's take a look at the items presented to the El Segundo City Council at their November 15th, 2022 meeting. During special presentations, City Council proclaimed November 13th through November 19th, 2022, United Against Hate Week, drawing local residents and leaders together to raise awareness about how to stop hate and promote inclusion. Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee member Avery Smith accepted the proclamation on behalf of the community. During staff presentations, Community Development Director Michael Allen, consultant Veronica Tam as well, presented a resolution to adopt the revised 2021 through 2029 housing element. The housing element provides guidance and direction for local government decision-making in all matters related to housing. City Council adopted the resolution. Director Michael Allen presented the second reading of a routinely recommended ordinance adding local amendments to El Segundo Municipal Code to comply with 2022 California Building Standards Code. As recommended by Council at the previous City Council meeting, the threshold for triggering gas shutoff valve installations was changed from $10,000 to $250,000, and the language regarding the sprinkler system was updated as well. City Council adopted the resolution, and the codes will go into effect January 1st, 2023. Planning Manager Eduardo Schonborn presented an ordinance to permanently allow and regulate short-term home sharing rentals in the city's residential zones. Short-term home sharing is defined as renting for a period of 30 consecutive days or less in the primary residence of the host, who lives on site throughout the renter's stay. After public communications, Council discussed code enforcement management to ensure compliance. City Council ultimately denied making this ordinance permanent and instead adopted to continue the short-term home sharing permit as a pilot temporary program through the end of December 2023. During staff presentations, Human Resources Manager Amanda Ellick Truman presented an amendment to increase city contributions for CalPERS medical premiums by approximately $24,000 for the 2023 fiscal year. The increase has already been budgeted for and would go into effect January 1st, 2023. Council unanimously approved the amendment. City Council adopted a resolution presented by Risk Manager Hank Liu rescinding the city's notice to withdraw and remain with Independent City's Risk Management Authority. Liu explained that changing risk pools at this time would result in significant costs due to the exit fees and higher premiums as well with alternative risk pools, and that would cost the city an estimated additional expense of between $300,000 and $600,000. That's for fiscal year 2023 through 2024. Darren Smith and Roderick Hall of Economic and Planning Systems Incorporated, or EPS, presented their findings from the El Segundo Multifamily Residential Zone Redevelopment Study. EPS conducted this study to develop an affordable housing upzoning model. City Council provided guidance regarding planning for the increased multifamily density to build horizontal as opposed to vertical, be mindful of traffic impact, and focus on adding density where density already exists. During committees, commissions, and boards presentations, Council announced the 5 new appointments to the Environmental Committee and the 5 new appointments to the Capital Improvement Program Advisory Committee. Next, City Clerk Tracy Weaver presented the 2023 City Council meeting calendar. Finally, City Manager Darrell George gave an update on the city's efforts to address the ongoing odors and noxious gases coming from the Hyperion Water Reclamation Plant. Hyperion's perimeter road project is 64% completed, and installation of sheet piles using smaller equipment has begun and is anticipated to be completed by the end of December 2022. Hyperion has established a 24-hour reporting hotline for any odor-related issues. The hotline number is 310-318-8232. Hyperion hosted its second task force meeting, further refining their emergency protocol procedures, which was attended by the city's communications manager. 2 third-party consultants were hired by Hyperion in September of this year to assess and study the odor generation and dispersion from the plant. Outcomes from this assessment will be shared as soon as they are made available by Hyperion. On November 10th, Hyperion held a presentation and tour open to the public that had maximum attendance of 25 people. A reminder that this week, Hyperion is conducting routine testing of its 1-mile outfall. All information about Hyperion and the 24-hour reporting hotline can be found on the city's website at elsegundo.org/Hyperion. To watch the complete City Council meeting for November 15th, 2022, and learn more about the agenda items covered, please visit elsegundo.org or watch the meeting on Channel 3. The next City Council meeting will be on Tuesday, December 6th.